these things. Guess who's had a change in stuff going on recently? Now, he seems to be splitting his time between launching PulseChain and going balls deep into thesaurus.com as far as what's called hex, minting and mining and all that type of stuff. But what do you? I don't know if you talked about it much, but these new updates, he's actually tweeting like several times. I had to turn off notifications because it was just blowing up my phone on him. I was like, yeah, because he used to tweet just like every couple of days or every other day, and it was like something super precise. And now it's just he's just going full into this.
Well, if I didn't know Richard, I would, maybe he was bipolar and he's going through a manic phase right now. As a former psych nurse, mental health counselor, I say, Richard, are you off your meds? But we know Richard's a pretty stable person, so I think maybe he's
very strategic.
Yes, he's de-stressed at the moment. He's changing his position. He's no longer going to be, piss you off, Richard. Now he's going to be the Richard that is a friendly and wants you on his side type of thing. He's gone through this, probably his fourth transformation on the internet. Going from when I first met him, it was the drill sergeant. Oh wait, the first Richard that I knew was the trader Richard, the one talking about trades with coinbase and stuff like that. Then it was in the phase where he was launching Hex Bitcoin, and he was education and moving into the Ethereum world. And then it was drill sergeant Richard as he was whipping all of our asses, telling us get out there and spread the word of Hex and make content.
You do the work.
Yeah, you guys do the work. You guys bring in the users, that kind of thing. And then he went to Rage Richard. He started.
Your heroes here to die.
Yeah, and he was just fighting everybody on the internet. And then he went into the whole, the clothing, the buying everything, the PulseChain launch, or PulseChain raise, the PulseX raise, telling everyone that he was right. And now he's switching to, I'm a nice guy, here's my history, look what I can do, I'll help you. And I like this Richard.
Yeah, posting all of his young photos, and somebody drew a hexagon on this earlier, which was fun and all that.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, you didn't see that? Somebody drew a hexagon on it. It's pretty cool.
And it's so open, right? It's all in your face.
I think that's why he posted. I think after he saw the hexagon, he was like, or maybe he just liked the picture too. But either way, it's fun for me too to see, having followed him for 6 years or so, him, hearing all the stories. I've watched pretty much every stream he's ever did, hearing all the stories, and then him posting the pictures about his childhood. Like just sort of tying it all together. He went through all the phases that you talked about, and now he's like, okay, it seems like he's he does all these phases. They're all planned, strategic, all that stuff. But it really seems like with this one, what do you think? I guess now that he's pivoting into humble and sentimental, and I guess back to his roots, Richard. Mm-hmm. Does that tell us anything about what he's working on with PulseChain? Like, is that a signal for anything?
No, I don't think. I'm not going to read into it like that. I just think he's changing his. He wants people to look at him a little bit differently right now. He wants to be more approachable, I think. And I'm actually sharing the YouTube video in my Telegram right now. That's why you said my screen changing. So I think he's just becoming more approachable, and that totally makes sense to me. That's fair.
Well, it seemed as soon as he hit 300K, he just started transitioning, right?
Yeah.
Like just like right at that point. So, you think he was like, okay, 300K, that's when, once I get there, I did enough on the outrage marketing, time to the next phase.
Yeah, because the people that he was going to bring in over the last year with the outrage marketing are here. You're not going to get much more. It's like peak outrage marketing, and then you get to the point where you're just pissing off your own people. Like after a while, I'm like, oh, come on, not again. I'm like, please don't do any more of this. I'm associated with this. Could we please stop?
The PP talk did wind down at least. It came back every once in a while, but I kind of miss Prada. I was telling you the other day, I kind of miss every once in a while when I'm clipping videos or something. I'm like, man, I wish I had like a new outrageous pose of him, because I feel like I've seen them all and I've clipped so many of them. For one reason or another, I don't know. I hang on. Maybe because I don't know. Did you see the Prada remix that our local Hexagon group did?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
Maybe I hold on to the Prada thing for that special feeling, because that was so fun to do and to make. But I don't know if he showed up in like some Prada gear one day and he was like still humble Richard, but he was like decked out and stuff. I'd be like,
I like the one Little Bubble did. Little Bubble.
Yes. Yes. There was so much. So that's kind of the genius behind it was, okay, yeah, let's maybe riff on that for a second.
The meme creators were like, yes, this is the best person in crypto to meme. So we got free marketing.
Exactly. Like to get from, I don't know what number he went from. It must have been, if you were to guess.
100,000.
Okay. So you think he 2x, 3x his followers.
In a year.
In a year? Yeah, a year, 18 months, something like that. It worked, folks. It worked. You can't argue with the plan. And
my account is 2 times as old as his, and I got up to 35,000. You know, so I'm proud to get to 35,000. This guy's over here rocking 300,000.
300K. I know. And I got when I did the interview with Aubrey, I got retweeted for the first time by Richard, and I was looking at the chat and I'm like, whoa, 52, whoa, 100 and some, whoa, what happened? Who tweeted me? And then everyone's like, all right, retweeted you. That's cool. All right, I'll take it. More interviews with
he unblocked me the other night to because he got me blocked on Telegram because I had messaged him about the Aurochs wallet, because the Aurochs wallet wanted to support PulseChain at launch. They wanted to have the RPC already built into the wallet and do all that kind of stuff, and I guess Richard didn't like that or something, so he blocked me, and he unblocked me just to ask me, hey, why'd they ban you on Twitter? And I know it wasn't because he cared. It's because self-preservation. And I knew it the day after when he tweeted. He goes, I'm scared to tweet. I don't know. There's some things I want to talk about, but I can't because I'm afraid that they're going to take my account down. And so it totally confirmed what I was thinking. Oh, Richard messaged me for self-preservation.
Well, you know, as someone who's been going through all these old clips and doing all the vintage and stuff, I have, you know, by the time I get finished with the project, maybe this week or so, I'll have clips every Throwback Thursday from Richard, vintage or notable, until 2025.
Gee.
Yeah. So having went through all those, I've seen your name mentioned. I've heard him talk about you. So I think he has some affinity for you in the past. You know, maybe it's priorities change and stuff in the future. But
I was one of his mods. I was one of the mods on the YouTube for a long time. And for a while there, I think everyone was getting lazy doing the mods. And I was the only one for a while. And he thanked me twice on stream. He was like, Randy, thanks for the work that you're doing. But I'll tell you what, being a Richard Hart mod is not easy. that chat is just straight monstrous. It is
straight monstrous.
Straight monstrous. It's just not. It's not enjoyable to be a mod in that at all, because a lot of people are really toxic, and he appreciates his mods.
Yeah, for sure. It's you know, in the early days, you know, I've only been interacting in the community publicly, following Richard forever, interacting publicly in the last year or so, and streaming just a little bit after that. But I remember his chat in the days. I wasn't super close looking at the chat. I was always just focused on listening to him and for updates and Bitcoin Hex and all this stuff. But again, going through all these vintage videos, this chat is still saved on a lot of them. So I'm scrolling and I'm seeing people talk about, you know, Cardano and like put all these other stuff in the chat, and then it's just hilarious to see all the stuff that's happened. It's just I don't know.
The history of the bullshit too.
It's yeah. And somebody just put up what is it? They indexed all the Hex chat rooms since the beginning. There's a website for that recently I saw too.
Really?
So you can search that. Yeah, I'll have to find it. Let's see. It's on my Twitter.
I never really participated in the Telegram. I would post all my content in the Reddit back in the day, but I stopped doing that too, because even the Reddit people are jerks, man. I just don't feel like dealing with it.
Yeah, we covered Reddit the other day to just that's like the only place where people still call him and Hex a scam.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird. Like that's the only place. Sorry, just trying to find. Where is it?
Refined Hayseed Appellations in the comments. He said, I just took a shower. Refined Hayseed Appellation one the other day, and he wrote, "You got if anybody has any time, go into the comment section of one of my videos and find it." And he wrote a whole diatribe to me about why I should just go private. And I loved his comments, and I said, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, he's right. I probably should just go private. You know, he's like, you made it, man. Just turn your back on this stuff and go enjoy your life. And I said to myself, well, I could, but I made a commitment to be an educator, and I'm going to continue to educate. And this is my job now. For 5 years, I sat on the sidelines and didn't do much. You know, my kid was, I raised my kid 5 years in a row, you know, just chilling with him. And now I feel like I need to do something. And this is my thing, hacks and PulseChain. So I'm going to educate. That's what I'm going to do.
Dude, I connect with you so much on that. Like I again, following Richard forever, only came out the last year. And I felt like he said before, have utility. Like what can people ask, oh, what can we do? How can we help? Have utility. If we can educate people, if you can, you know, whatever, create memes, if you can market, if you can just go create content in whatever way, have utility in the community. That's how you can help. And I totally get you on that one, man. So I found it hex.pub. So Hex Public Archive, the first messages, May 17th, 2018, Richard saying, maybe there was some deleted message or something. Richard smiley face, thanks. Code is being written. All this stuff. Richard, all by myself. And then some of the early people. I remember, do you remember Kieran Skita? No. I slightly remember his face being on the website at some point, Bitcoin X website, but I don't remember much about him. Chad, if you all remember anything about him, let me know. I don't see him around anymore, but maybe he got super rich. I don't know. Lots of people do that.
Sure.
No problem with that. So anyways, everyone can check that out. You can search messages. Let's see.
Oh, that's from the Telegram chat room. Okay, that one's from Telegram.
Yeah, Telegram chat room. Let's see if I maybe this type.
Well, I wouldn't have done much in there anyways. Someone would have had to just mention me because I didn't do much.
Okay, Randy Bean. There's a Randy Bean. Let me search for. I don't know what's the search for Randy.
Just. If it wasn't up to Hilarski, it's not going to show up.
I mean, just in general. Yeah, give me something interesting. Launch.
Big payday.
Okay, big payday. Yeah, Richard actually used to post in Telegram. Lots of stuff. Nice. Ooh, there's a Google. I wonder if that still exists. Let's click on it and see. Oh wow. Did we come across super secret document? I don't know. I think this is pretty good information. I might save that link.
Oh, that's something that could be sent to the SEC to show them that we weren't, it shows them how it worked. I mean, it's so simple.
Yeah, we just got to change a couple words and it should be good. Should be good there, Randy. Just change a few words here. Control, what is the control? Find, replace. Yeah. That's a great segue too. What do you think about mining, minting, publishing, all that good stuff?
I don't care I really don't care what it's called. I get my rewards. I'm happy, and it all works out for me. It's all word semantics, right? I just could call it whatever he wants.
do you think there's a benefit? Because I was talking to Crypto Sloth about this the other day, and just we've never had this kind of rebranding as far as terminology and as far as just the community coming around, or not a different way of talking about it. We got staking ladders, we got stake it till you make it, we got this whole ethos and nuance around all these words. I mean, it's got to be strategic, right? There's got to be a reason Richard wants to get ahead of stuff.
Well, the code is called, in the code it says stake.
Right.
So it's immutable. You can't change the code. So it's kind of hard. Like I said, it's just word semantics.
Maybe it's just people who are they going to, for example, let's go to hex.com. We just want people when they go to hex.com to be like, this is not staking. Is it literally that? Just like at the surface, we would not be a target for stuff coming up because we literally don't say staking anywhere on the website. Is that kind of the angle?
I think that's what it is. It's just to appease the three-letter agencies. But the problem is in the code it says stake. And code cannot be changed.
I'll give you one better than that. Just go back to the last 4 or 5 years of everyone saying staking. You don't even need to look at the code. Just look at there's a time when it changed, and look at before then, and then that's all you really need.
Well, you look at Wayback Machine.
Technicality.
Look at use Wayback Machine, and it's going to say staking.
Yeah, Wayback Machine is fun to use sometimes too, but that's why I'm just like, is it literally just people surfing? Let's say three-letter agency hires people, hey, go out and Google for all the staking services because we need to evaluate, and they just don't come across X anymore. Is that That's the thing, I guess.
That's what he's hoping.
Okay.
Maybe that one person that's doing the search doesn't really understand how to do something, and they just gloss right over it and miss it, and we don't get included on some list. Cool. I like that.
Well, I don't like to be on lists, Randy, so I think
I'm already on the list. I'm already on the 3-letter agency list, so I'm like, whatever happens, happens.
The less lists, the better. I'm gonna say what's up to chat real quick. We got a lot of chat. What's up, chat? You guys are going nuts over here. Got a couple questions I'll get to in a minute, but win V3. Yeah, Randy, win V3 tomorrow.
Sometime real soon. I mean, it's just imminent. There's nothing more we could say but imminent, right?
That's one way to put it. Very close. Imminent.
We're there. We just don't know the exact moment.
Yep. We're ready. Our bodies are ready. And whenever Richard wants to put it in motion. I'll be on Corey's show tomorrow. I'll plan on going in depth a little bit about the other updates and stuff, but the code is ready, right? The code is ready. We just keep running into syncing bugs. There's just there's just bugs that have been. It's hilarious.
It's Aragon.
Yeah, it's Aragon. It's what he mentioned, the other one, the Lighthouse or something, had some issues too. But yeah, Aragon seems to be the one we keep. But we are hilariously close to launch. Like if we wouldn't, all we're doing is syncing the blockchain. As soon as the blockchain is synced, I mean, based on the information we have, there's nothing else to do. It is go time after that. We are hilariously close to launch. We just keep running. It's like as if you're doing I need to get this paper done, but my computer needs to do the updates. So I got to wait till the updates are done, and I got to reboot, and I can do the paper. Like that's I guess that's the analogy.
And I think that's why Richard's doing so much content out there. His work is done. He's just waiting for the stuff to sync.